Creative Brain Candy by creators for creators.
I don't know what I hate wearing worse, your face or your body. I mean, I enjoy boning your wife, but well, let's face it, we both like it better the other way, yes? So why don't we just trade back?
You can't give back what you've taken from me.
Oh well, plan B. Let's just kill each other.
Everyone, and welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast from a couple guys who think they know sci-fi. And this week we head back to the decadent 90s where action movies ruled the day. Nick Cage and John Travolta were two of cinema's hottest commodities, and James was wearing his clothes backwards as we review 1997's Face Off. But first, he's the butt-grabbing crime lord with questionable taste in facial hair. To my family-ignoring Boy Scout with anger management issues, it's James. How are you doing, James?
Man, there's a lot to unpack right there. So first, crisscross was not a thing that I was into. I did not wear my clothes backwards.
Liar.
Number two, I didn't. I always thought that was just dumb. I could use the word that I used back in the 90s, but we're not allowed to say that anymore, but it was dumb. The other thing is I'm glad that I'm Nick Cage to your John Travolta. That I am very happy with that, even with Nick Cage being who he is today. I would much rather be Nick Cage than John Travolta. Also, is Rob not here?
Well, he is the doorknob we finally convinced the show is over. It's Rob's sweet, sweet absence.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Oh my God. Is there going to be like a hallelujah that plays there?
Oh, yeah. There's definitely going to be one of those. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. This is
all right.
This is the greatest show we've ever done.
I know, it's going to be fucking awesome.
I can't wait. I'm so excited for this. I've been looking forward to this fucking show for like 3 weeks. I didn't care what this was. We could have redone Metropolis. Greatest show ever.
Well, what's happening around CBC in Rob's prolonged absence?
I'm going to be 100% honest with everybody. I didn't find out what was going on around CBC because I was so excited that Rob wasn't here today. But there is big news around CBC. I mean, look, STD comes out on Thursdays. The chicks over there in Canada, they're always talking about murders and, oh my God, somebody killed somebody. Simply Stogies, smoke cigars, man. I mean, it's just, that's what you should do. If you're not listening to, you know what? Listen to a podcast and smoke cigars. Eyes Forward March is a new episode coming out soon. In fact, I think when this releases, I think there's one this week. I think, I'm not 100% sure. Tim, had a scare. We thought he had the Rona. He does not. But I thought maybe I was going to have to quarantine for a week.
Well, he's just not deep Frenching enough strangers.
Well, neither am I. Like we'll go to lounges and stuff, but we don't like, hey man, you want a deep French? We don't do that. BGA, like they're terrible, but we're not looking for 2 new hosts anymore. So just everyone hold your horses, announcement coming soon. I promise. But the big news is Rob's not here, but the bigger news is we have a streamer that is now part of the CBC family, Captain Nilskill, someone that I have known personally for, good Christ, when did SWTOR start?
What? Back in 2014 or so? 13?
Was it? Yeah, that sounds maybe about right. I've known him since then. He's on Twitch. We're going to have all this stuff out there. There's going to be a big announcement on the 1st, which is tomorrow. So if you're listening to this podcast, you're getting a sneak peek. So we're very happy to have Captain Nilskill aboard the CBC family. And he's going to be streaming casually right now. He's got a lot of things planned, a lot of things in the works. I've talked to him. Great guy. Go check him out. Twitch, Captain Nilskill, as he games aboard the Drunken Rift.
Yeah, looking forward to
That's a ship.
having Captain Nilskill on. He's going to be doing a lot of streaming. I think he's invited the VGA folks and anybody else in CBC that wants to play with him and stream with him. So it's going to be fun. He's got some great content out there.
Yeah, I love to go hang out with him when he's streaming on the Twitch. Is that what the kids call it? The Twitch?
The Twitch, yes. That's exactly what it's called. Yep.
Smoke a cigar. Try not to be old for a couple of hours while I hang out with Captain Nilskill. So check it out. Twitch, Captain Nilskill. He's also on Twitter. We'll have all of the links in the show notes for you. So check it out.
Perfect. Well, since Rob isn't here, unfortunately, there's no news because I didn't pick it up this week. So
Nope, you didn't take a shit?
I took plenty of shits. I just don't do my news on the shitter. So I don't have that. I don't have that Rob skill. So
What do you do on the shitter with?
I take a shit. I don't know.
Right. I don't. Why? Who's reading the news and taking? Oh, well, I'd say taking notes, but Rob doesn't take any fucking notes. Jesus Christ. He reads the headlines and he's like, that's good. I'll talk about that for a minute.
All right. So we ready for a pod crawl?
Yes, please. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
We can call it, I don't know, say a pod crawl.
Hey,
Fuck was
hey,
that?
hey, guys.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm late.
What the actual fuck?
I noticed you guys were in Discord here, and I thought we were done.
Yeah, we are done. We're just chatting.
We're just chatting, dude.
It's a private conversation.
I've been listening for a little while here. You guys didn't notice me pop in. You guys are doing a fucking show without me.
No, we're not.
Oh, yeah, you are.
No.
Yeah.
No. He and I are we're practicing. We didn't want a week to go by without us practicing for a new series that we're doing. It's called Saddest Sans Rob.
I told you we should have locked this fucking channel.
God fucking damn it.
Well, it's too late. Hey, but guess what? I did take a shit.
Just one?
Yes, just one. But I've got 3 news. It was a long shit. Okay.
Fuck.
All right. Well, let us know what you got. God damn it.
Yeah, so I've got a couple Disney things. First off, surprise.
I'm already regretting this decision to let him back in. Yeah.
Yeah. Surprise or spoiler, Black Widow has been postponed to 2021.
Wasn't this news last week?
Well, it was a while back, and they said it was supposed to release during the holidays, and I said, no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it was supposed to be in December now, or it was supposed to be November 6th. Now it's May 2021, which means everything else got pushed. Woo! But that's not the big Disney news. So the other big Disney news is apparently Pedro Pascal. He says, I didn't quit. I'm still here. And so he denied the rumor that we reported last week. But then there's another one out there saying that, while he might not have quit, he's just doing voiceover for season 3 and 4.
That's fake news.
You think it's fake news?
I know it's fake news, and I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
So what Pedro Pascal did is, for the most part, for 90% of the scenes filmed with the Mandalorian in them, it wasn't him in the suit.
Right.
It never really ever is.
It was actually John Wayne's grandson is the stuntman who is in the suit. So Pedro Pascal, most of his time spent on the Mandalorian is spent in the voiceover booth anyway. So it was all fake news to begin with. It was just, you know who did this? What Doomcock? Is that his name?
Something like that. It's got cock in the name. Yeah.
That's
I think it's Doomcock.
Yeah, that's who said it, that he was out for 3 and 4 with just voiceover, but I thought it was somebody else that...
I don't... You know what? Here's the thing. I'm so tired of talking about Disney. If it's not Star Wars fans bitching about Star Wars, it's some asshole with a fucking giant mask on his head spouting rumors about the Mandalorian, and if it's not that, it's people bitching about Mulan and fucking the Chinese... I don't give a shit. I'm so over... everybody bitching about everything.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of the Mandalorian. What are we recording next week?
The Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, yeah.
Awesome.
Are you not going to be here next week either? Because I'll
No,
tell you what.
oh, no.
You've already ruined
be
this
here.
week.
Look, if you're
too
tired
bad.
of The Mandalorian,
Hey,
you
I
feel
am
free to
here.
duck out.
No, I am here to piss off Crowley. And,
Well,
if
congratulations.
coming here and recording every week is how I do that, I will
Mission
be here.
accomplished.
Yes. All right. Next news. Paramount broke the silence on the rumors that they're not doing any Star Trek movies. They broke the silence and said, yeah, they're still in development. That's the weakest.
Still in development
Comeback.
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
That just means that,
Right.
they haven't totally canceled it yet, but they're,
Right.
No, we're still
They're-
doing
they're
it. guys.
like-
Don't
they're
worry
there's
about
a
it.
thing called
no,
development hell
guys.
for a reason.
guys, it's not true. It's not true. We're still doing them. They're just still in development.
The Hawley guy, what's his name? Trevor Hawley? Noah Hawley?
Noah
Hawley,
Yeah.
He came out and said that he wants to do a Star Trek film that doesn't focus on the original crew.
Or on action to like nonstop.
Well, okay, look,
Well,
I don't
I'm
want
cool
Fast
with
and
the second
fucking
part.
Furious in space. Yeah, like, I don't want that, but I want some action, right?
Yeah, some
Right.
action.
Well, he just said not nonstop action. He wanted it to be more
like Abrams.
science.
Doesn't want it
Well,
to be
yeah.
like Abrams. He doesn't want it to be
Wait,
an
wait, wait,
action
wait, wait,
film
wait,
in
wait.
a Star Trek universe.
Wait. It wasn't fucking Abrams that brought fucking nonstop action. It was the very last one, the Fast and Furious in space movie.
The bullshit.
That was the one that was
first movie that Abrams directed when he did the reboot was 90% action.
Bullshit. Go back and watch it. It wasn't
I have.
not.
It wasn't 90% action, but it was
It
was
may
a
have been
little
60-40.
It was more action oriented than the originals, and for maybe a little bit more than TNG stuff, but not by much.
Oh, it was much more than TNG stuff. Yes.
No way. No.
TNG really pumped up the action on First
What?
Contact.
Oh, well, in First Contact, sure.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
really. I mean, there were 4 major action scenes in First Contact. There was the beginning of the movie. There was
a couple in the middle.
Yeah, there was a couple
Yeah.
in the middle where they were fighting the Borg initially, and then the Borg pushed them back to the bridge. And then there was the action scene at the end
Yeah.
with Picard and Data.
Well, hey, that's a lot of action for a TNG movie.
For a TNG movie. Well, that's a lot of action for a Star Trek movie in general.
Right.
I like whatever. I don't care. Did you guys like the bigger news? Did you guys see Q was on in Lower Decks?
Yeah, he was.
No, I didn't.
think
I don't watch Lower Decks.
He swore. I think he said bullshit. I didn't read the article. I just saw the headlines. I was taking a shit. So
Yeah.
and I didn't know we were going to be doing Star Trek news because honestly, I didn't know we were going to be doing news because honestly, I was really planning on Rob not being here, and now my whole day is ruined.
Yeah. So I've got more Marvel news.
All right.
Apparently, Marvel is looking to have John Krasinski be in the alternate universe as Captain America.
Yeah, he's going to be the alternate Captain America.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
The alternate universe Captain America.
What's
Yeah,
the
so
alternate
there's-
universe?
We'll find out. Phase 5 and 6 and 8 and 20 are all about multiverse stuff. So they've been looking for alternate universe characters because there's also a hint out there that ScarJo is not done. She might be coming back as alternate universe
Black Widow.
Black Widow or something similar to that and becoming Black Widow again. Maybe she was evil, and then they
Black Widow
reformed
started
her.
out evil.
Well, yeah, but
she started
we
out
don't.
as a bad.
Yeah, but we don't ever saw her as evil in any of the MCU stuff.
True.
So they might be doing one of those pulling a Gamora, more or less.
I'm all right with that. Whatever. I honestly, I'm okay with it, and I'll tell you why. Because the MCU has done literally no wrong yet.
Not yet.
It's not
Well,
DC by a
not
long
according
shot.
to you. Now,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so
yeah,
Endgame
yeah.
had some
No.
issues that you had that you almost walked out on, right?
If you didn't, well, yeah, there was one where the fucking chicks all showed up at the battlefield at once. I'm like, okay, this is just stupid. And yeah, I almost walked out because it's so social justice warrior-y, but
And
whatever.
then there was something on Discord here just recently about Captain Marvel and.
I just don't. I think it was a terrible casting decision. The movie was okay. It wasn't. It was a terrible. Look, I would have rather seen Katie Sackhoff in that role.
No, not at all.
Oh, here we go. Whatever. Brie Larson's terrible. There, I said it. I said it on a podcast. Brie Larson is terrible. I don't care.
No, Katie Sackhoff is. I mean, she's a good actress. I like her, but I don't think she would have fit that role well at all.
And you think Brie Larson did?
I think she did. I think she would have. I think she did better than Katie Sackhoff would have.
No, I disagree. But I mean, that's fine. And that's just it. It's not that I didn't want a Captain Marvel movie. I think Brie Larson was not the best acting choice for that. So again, the movie was fine. The acting was a little suspect. And did you not see that, speaking of news, I'm definitely pivoting here so we don't, go down a rabbit hole, but Nick Fury's going to have a series on Disney Plus.
I read something about him being on a Disney Plus show, but I didn't know it was his own series.
I'm still waiting for the first Disney Plus show that was promised to us.
2021.
Yeah. So
what? WandaVision?
Something. There was supposed to be Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Wait, is WandaVision coming out this year? I thought they'd pushed that too.
No, that is pushed next year.
I think it's beginning of next year.
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know.
Look, man. The fucking Rona, man. All right. I don't blame them for pushing shit back. I really don't. Whatever at this point. Life sucks. Rob's here today. Fucking coronavirus is making a fucking comeback.
How about we do a pod crawl?
Fuck it.
All right, let's try to do a pod crawl again.
We can call it, I don't know, say a pod crawl? The pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Excellent! Insert it deep! Pod crawl! Kind of like a space suppository full of information.
Sean Archer is a horrible father who takes his son on a spinning death machine full of terrifying beasts and a horrific cacophony of carnival music. Castor Troy is a horrible assassin with a porn stash who can't shoot straight. Put them together, and it spells doom for small children. 6 years later, Castor is doing his best Catholic cosplay as he sets up a bomb at the LA Convention Center. Archer catches up to him at the airport as he's about to make his escape, and after playing chicken on the runway with a departing personal jet, Archer eventually subdues Castor by blasting him with a jet engine. Castor, assumed dead, is really in a coma, and his brother, Pollux, isn't talking. So what does the FBI do? They devise a simple, easy medical procedure where they will swap faces between Archer and Castor. Archer will pose as Castor in prison and get the information from Pollux, and everyone goes home a hero. Oh yeah, Castor isn't dead, he's just in a coma. Anyway, the first two parts of the plan go off right, however. Castor wakes from his coma and raids the home video library of the face swap procedure. He calls his goons to grab the doctor, and the only two agents that know about the plan so he can cosplay as Archer this time. During post-op, Karcher torches the place and everyone inside, stranding Astor in prison. Karcher shows up to work, and then gives his brother a get-out-of-jail card under the guise of cooperation, pays a visit to Astor to taunt him a bit, and let him know he's banging his wife, defuses the bomb, and becomes a bureau hero. Astor, meanwhile, has had enough prison food cleansing therapy, and decides to bust out. It seems he and his accomplice are the only people in the place that can aim a gun, and once he's outside he realizes why. They don't need to aim because the prison is an old deep-sea oil platform. Astor says, fuck it, and jumps into the ocean to swim what seems like, 20 miles to shore. Once on land again, Astor calls on one of Castor's old drug-dealing buddies, and brother to the woman he knocked up 5 years previously. He does some drugs, freaks the fuck out, passes out, and wakes up to Sasha and her kid, the latter of which he will steal at the end of the movie. Spoilers. Karcher has gotten wind of where Astor is, and has dispatched the entirety of the LA FBI to sacrifice themselves in a massive shootout with total disregard of innocent bystanders, including a 5-year-old child. Only Sasha, her kid, and Astor escape, but not before Sasha and her brother say goodbye for the last time with a kiss more incestual than that in Star Wars. Astor heads home to try and convince his wife that he's really Archer, not Castor, and through the power of blood analysis and first date stories, she realizes she's been fucking the wrong guy. Meanwhile, Karcher is fathering Astor's remaining child better than he did, and killing his boss at the FBI. Astor plans on having the final showdown after the funeral, and tries to get his wife and daughter to skip, but his wife says, nah, I want to see a bullet storm play out. A lone dove marks the beginning of a standoff that kills almost everyone in the room, including Sasha, and ends with Karcher and Astor in a boat chase. crashing on shore, Karcher carving his own face out of spite, and Aster harpooning him like Ahab metaphorically fucking his great white whale. Oh, I see what they did here. Anyway, Archer gets his face back. Castor is really dead this time. Archer comes home to possibly settle down and try the family thing again, and Roll Archer will forever be reminded of Castor Troy because he will be raising his son. Credits.
I love this movie.
I do too. It's so bad, but it's so good.
Oh, it is so good. I mean, the premise is fucking totally way out there and just
Ridiculous.
and just ridiculous. But man,
Yeah.
it was done so fucking well. I don't know what it is with John Woo movies, but I mean, the action and the pacing in his movies is just top notch.
I really liked the doves flying in the church right as everybody was started shooting. Like, I
Oh
thought
yeah,
that was-
that's a John Woo staple.
No, yeah, and don't get fooled. Those are just white pigeons.
That's what a dove is, Dippy.
They're not fancy doves.
Just-
they're
you're right,
like
they're just spray painted white.
Yeah, they're spray painted pigeons.
They're not actual white doves. They're just spray
Freaking
painted.
Well, it looked like they were having a hard time flying, so he may not be far off the mark here.
That's true. That's true. No, I love this movie. John Woo does such a great job with action movies, and the movie was written really well. I mean, it had good pacing. It had great dialogue. Nick Cage and John Travolta, I think, were the perfect actors to do this. They played off of each other so well. They imitated each other so well. Well,
they
are
should have
much
gotten
be-
Ryan Reynolds and
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds weren't
Jackman's,
really
yeah.
even known at this point.
I think Ryan.
No, they
Reynolds
should do
was-
it though.
Ryan Reynolds was doing Two Guys, a Girl, in a Pizza Place. I think
this
around
point,
time.
yeah.
And Hugh Jackman was. I don't
He
care.
was in
what Hugh
Australia
Jackman's
doing theater, I think.
Yeah,
Probably.
he was a theater nut.
thespian is what I believe the technical term is.
You can't say that.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Rob.
Yeah. So I do have a small problem with this movie.
Oh, just one, and it's tiny.
It's kind of tiny. So the countdown clock on the bomb, right? At one point in time, I stopped it and I looked at it, and it was 216:45:33:3.
Mm-hmm.
So basing that, you've got seconds. Well, you've got milliseconds, and you got seconds, hours, and what I could only assume is days or
You missed minutes.
the equivalents. I'm sorry. Seconds,
Yeah.
minutes, hours.
Yeah, it's hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds.
Yeah.
Okay. So hold
you're-
on.
So,
Hold on, let me
tiny
do-
problem's
let me-
done.
Hold on. Let me do some research on the fly. 1 second. Two.
We sure? Why did we not lock this channel, Jason?
I told you we should have. No, he's not going to be
Wow.
on. He's out doing shit.
Nope. Okay, so my math is still okay. I thought my math was off. No, so 216 hours, 45 minutes, and 33 seconds equals 9 days. And yet they kept saying that the bomb was going to go off in 6.
I thought they said the bomb was going to go off on the 18th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was the lady said when they were about to do the procedure, they said you've got 6 days, and then they cut to the timer, and the timer was at 2:16:45:33, which is 9 days.
Well, but he's also got a couple days of recovery after the surgery. Remember, they said
Right.
that the surgery takes a couple days to recover instead of weeks.
Yeah, because with modern anti-inflammatories, speaking is hard because I wasn't expecting Rob here. So you have to take that into account. So if it's days, you have to figure minimum 2 or 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. There's your 9 days, Rob.
Okay, if you want to just make that work, just shoehorn that
Hey,
in.
it's in the movie. It's plausible.
Okay.
You know what I'd really like to shoehorn in?
Your foot in your mouth.
No, I'd really like to shoehorn in silence where you are right now. And it would just be Jason and I talking about this fantastic movie without you trying to poo-poo shit. You're not even supposed to be here today, Rob. I feel like this is
and
like
yet
the opposite of
I'm
Clerks. Like you're not supposed to be here today. I'm not supposed to be. You're not.
You know, but there were a few life lessons that I did like.
What's that?
One is it's not considered cheating if your husband's face is on someone else's body.
Well, and your husband's body. I mean, you figure
Right.
Yeah.
they changed body compositions too. Now,
Yeah.
did they maybe do some surgery down there too? You figure?
Yeah.
Did she notice
just
the
assumed.
difference in?
We just assume that they're the same.
Maybe Travolta was like, just leave it the way it was. Just leave it.
Well, okay, but
This is an upgrade.
okay.
Just leave it.
Maybe she forgot because it had been months, according to her diary.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you know.
I'd buy that for $1.
Okay. I don't think you can say that.
no.
And speaking
You
of
sure?
that,
You sure?
like you want to talk about just there's a couple of really creepy things in this fucking movie.
John Travolta and his daughter.
Yeah, well, okay, that's the second creepy thing. The first creepy thing is Castor Troy grabbing that his the daughter's ass, because that's who that was, right?
Yeah.
The choir girl was
No, that wasn't.
No, that was just a random daughter.
that was just
choir
a
girl.
rando hot chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's still creepy. Like you don't
Well,
Go grab
That's Castor
Hey,
Troy. He
look.
grabs everybody's ass.
and he's
Well, yeah.
and look, he
That's
is
why I like
just
Castor
trying
Troy.
to play the part of the priest, right?
look. As far as I'm concerned,
That's true.
yeah, that's true. All right, well played, sir. Touche. As far as I'm concerned, Castor Troy is a hero of this movie. I wanted
How is he
to
the hero?
which
pattern my life after Castor Troy after seeing this movie. Because
Wait, so you
Look,
want to
just
go?
wait
Are you
till
saying you
just-
want to get somebody else's face?
no, I want to be Castor Troy.
So you want Castor Troy's face?
And yeah, sure. I just want to walk around grabbing rando hot chicks' asses in a priest outfit and like nobody gives a shit.
Well, I'm sure
Right.
you can accomplish the first two. You just get a priest
Right, yeah,
outfit
right.
and start
No,
grabbing asses. Now,
Right. It's that last one.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work in 2020. So that was the first thing. The second thing is, Castor Troy as Travolta fucking like basically hitting on his daughter. Like that's just weird and creepy and gave me all kinds of ooh. And then Gina Gershon. Oh, Gina.
Yummy.
Very yummy.
She is
making
hot.
out with her brother.
yeah, that was.
I think
Look,
it was
look, it
probably
was his
in the
dying
script.
wish.
It was probably in the original script that they were.
No,
like,
it wasn't.
not-
They came.
Well, then what the
they came
fuck,
up with
John
that.
Woo?
No, they came up with that kiss on their own, and John Woo just kept it.
What? But why?
That's weird.
That's weird. Gina Gershon, call me, baby. Call me.
Has anybody called you yet?
Yes. No, fuck. Nobody calls me. Nobody
Just the
gets a-
cops.
Yeah, like leave them alone. They've asked you nicely several times. to
We're
stop.
serving you this this
Yeah,
restraining
this
order.
Restraining order.
Right.
Yeah. That's about it.
Frank's over there going, damn it, Crowley, there's another one we've got to take care of. He's taking
Cut.
notes.
I don't have the voice to do Frank right now. So it gave me the creeps. I couldn't figure it out. At first I was like, well, okay, well, maybe it was just changing the script, but you're telling me the actors were like, no, let's throw this in and like, just see if they keep it like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Or were they trying to say that our characters are incestuous?
Well, I think they were saying that their characters were very, very close, and maybe they kind of, I mean, they're in the criminal underbelly. I don't know. Maybe that's the way they swing. Maybe they're
Dude,
from
she
like
was-
Alabama or something.
Alabama. I don't think you could say that about Alabamans anymore. I
Why?
think it's the same thing as calling somebody a thespian.
Oh,
She's such a good mom, though, right? Like you would think that if she swung that way, that was in her wheelhouse. Like she probably wouldn't be the best mother, but she seemed to be a really good mom.
hey, don't make judgments like that.
Apparently not. I'm just painting with a broad brush here, brother. Like I don't care. More power to them. It's just kind of gross. Even in 2020, that's gross. But Gina Gershon, call me seriously.
So I loved seeing some of the old technology in this fucking movie.
Why? Why?
It
do you
was
like
just
seeing
fun. I mean, that was
I love the-
cutting edge technology back then.
fucking
The
John Woo fucking like does a whole fucking frame, several frames of like what CCH Pounder handing over the floppy disk.
That wasn't a floppy.
No, that was a zip
That was
drive,
a zip
dude.
disc.
That's a
Jesus
zip
Christ.
drive. Hell yeah.
I haven't fucking seen
I
a
had
zip
one of
disk
those.
in years.
I had one of those.
I had many of those.
I thought I was a shit.
You know what? I don't think I've ever had a zip disk.
Oh, they were revolutionary when they came out in the early 90s.
So much porn could be put on one of those.
Yeah.
You still have
Games?
some of the originals laying around, Rob, that you haven't transferred over to a SSD?
No.
Rob's on top of that shit.
Did you know that Thomas Jane was in this movie?
I didn't until I read the fucking cast list. I was like, who the fuck did Thomas Jane play? He played that
Bert
dude
Hicks.
in
Who is
prison with
that?
the long hair and the glasses. I did not recognize him at all.
That was
fucking
Thomas
shocked me.
Jane?
That was Thomas Jane.
Holy crap.
The Punisher looked weird.
He looked unlike any fucking Thomas Jane role I've ever seen. I mean, Thomas Jane has a look. I mean, he
does.
looks like Thomas Jane, and I don't know what the fuck they did. I mean, it's Clark Kent effect, I guess. They put glasses on him, and it was like,
Maybe.
I'm no longer Thomas Jane.
Let me ask you this. Who's the better Punisher? Thomas Jane or the guy from The Walking Dead?
I didn't know there was another Punisher.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
You didn't watch that on Netflix when it was on Netflix?
No.
No.
I didn't watch any of the Marvel shit on Netflix. It didn't look good.
Really?
Yeah.
So what? You know what it was? He had some cheeks on him. He was a little puffy in face.
Maybe put some pounds on
Yeah.
for the role because he's in prison for a while. That's something Thomas Jane would do, right?
Well, maybe.
Like even for just a small bit role.
I don't know. I mean, I've never seen Thomas Jane really puffy. He's always been pretty slim.
Yeah, he's always had that slim face. I mean,
Yeah,
hell,
but like-
he pulls off being a belter in The Expanse,
Right.
and there's no CGI on that. He's
No,
pretty lanky
no.
to begin with.
Right. No, I'm just saying that, maybe method acting. I don't know. Was this one of his first roles? I would have had to have been, right?
No, he was known at this time. I mean, he wasn't as major of a star as he was later on, but this year he had another movie that he actually starred in with Keanu Reeves.
What movie
What
was that?
Oh, dude, you
Did- he
asked me that,
was-
and I don't know it off the top of my head.
Hollywood Confidential. He did Boogie Nights right after Face Off. Last time I committed suicide was right before that.
Yeah, last
I
time I
remember
committed
Boogie
suicide was the one that he did with Keanu Reeves.
God, who was the chick in Boogie Nights? Heather Graham?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was in that.
Yeah,
She's hot.
she was. I don't know if she is anymore. She don't even act anymore?
She hadn't been in anything in a while.
Oh,
Are you sure?
I hadn't seen her in anything.
I haven't seen her in anything. Yeah. Like, she
wanna
hasn't been in
say-
anything big.
I want to say that I saw her in something not too long ago. Let me check.
Well, while you're checking that, can we talk about
Funk?
the missed opportunity that society has just absolutely let pass by with magnetic boots?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So, yeah, she's been active. She was in The Hangover Part 3 in 2013. She did 2 movies
in
in
Scrubs.
14, 2 in 16, 2 in 17. She was in Half Magic in 2018. The Rest of Us
She was the
in
director on that.
2019. Well, she was also director and writer.
She had a recurring role in Scrubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in the new Stand, The Stand that's coming out on CBS Access, which I will actually get CBS All Access to watch The Stand.
Oh, perfect. You can watch Discovery.
Nah, not doing that. She was in. she's in the new Get Shorty series.
I mean, you might as well.
Yeah, you might as well. You're going to have it.
No.
Just
You're
watch
gonna have
Look,
it. Just take care of it.
I got other
know
things
that
to do.
Season
Knock-
one is
I'm
going
going to
to
be
knock it
suck.
really
out.
busy at that time of the year.
Just
I'm going
no.
to have a very
Knock it right
limited.
Yeah. No, it's 10 episodes. Just go in knowing it's
Just-
going to fucking blow. And you'll be like, it's fine.
Binge watch that shit,
Yeah,
man.
and then
Take
get to
care of
season-
it.
Get to season 2 with Anson Mount and shit.
You know
You'll be
what?
like, wow,
I might
this
even
looks
say
really good.
go ahead and do season 3 while you're at it.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Not happening.
No, it's fine.
Hey, look, I'm trying to work through the Harley Quinn series on HBO Max. So,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
why? It's actually kind of funny.
I only want to watch it now because you said Bane is Rob in a gimp suit.
It's great. Oh, it's so funny.
So I like how they had their token.
Nothing? You're just gonna keep moving, Rob?
Yep, dude. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this train on.
All
I like
right.
how they had the token Asian chick that does the karate move. That was very 90s.
Well, they wanted
that Margaret
Chow Yun
Cho?
Fat for that role, but he wasn't available, so they went with Margaret
wait.
Cho.
Yeah.
Margaret Cho, who
And
that
isn't she a
is
comedian?
really
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
I thought she did well.
She's
I
known
thought
for
she did too.
her action movies.
No, she's not.
No,
No, not at all. In fact, I
was
can't
like-
think of another action movie she's been in that I've seen.
No.
No.
I looked at her and I went, that's Margaret fucking Cho. I don't remember her in this. And why is she in this? She's a fucking comedian. This isn't funny.
well,
This is a masterpiece of fucking cinema is what it is. I mean, it's not, I don't know how sci-fi it is, but it's a fucking masterpiece of fucking cinema.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
apparently.
very sci-fi. I mean, the whole.
No,
Come on, face swapping procedures in
Look, we'll get to it later.
1997.
We'll get to
hey,
it later.
hey, we'll talk
We'll get to
about it later.
Yeah, no. We'll get to it a little bit later. I look like magnetic boots and then they can follow the dots on the screen.
Well, you got to be able to track it.
Yeah, that just made me laugh.
How do they identify
I like-
which dot is who?
I don't know.
There's
The little
probably
dots have-
a number or something that pops up on the side. Maybe, who knows?
Well, yeah, but then they'd have to click on the dot. Can you imagine trying to track a dot?
Well, look how
on
long
those-
it took them to lock it down.
Oh no, they didn't want to lock it down.
I got a question. Why is
Uh-huh.
there a system overload function in that fucking software?
I wondered the same fucking thing. I'm like, wait, why would you ever want to overload the
Right.
system?
Why is that a fucking option?
Maybe that's supposed to be like it would like electrocute everybody.
Like
Who
a
knows?
self-destruct button?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's obviously a black site, right? Like, great,
Yeah, yeah.
fine, fantastic, whatever. I'm okay with that. Like after 2001, it would have been a little bit more, 2001 it would have been a little bit more believable. But 1997 black site, I don't know. But whatever. But maybe so.
Well,
Maybe
it wasn't
was a
very
self-
black. I mean, it looked like it was just a quick swim across the bay,
God damn!
and then
wish
there was
you
a
weren't here.
boat.
I
And
wish
then
you
there
were
was a
here.
boat right next to the thing.
I don't want you to be here. I
Uh-huh.
really don't. I was so looking forward to today, Rob. Like I was, I woke up excited. I was very,
Cool.
I was, it was a great day. I had a fucking massive cigar to celebrate the fact that you weren't going to fucking be here. And now I don't even feel like smoking one tonight. I had another,
Good.
I was going to smoke
It's
a
gonna kill
Davidoff,
you.
a fucking $30 fucking cigar to celebrate the first status without you. And it was going to be the first one going forward because you thought the show was over. But no, now you're here. You know it's not over. You know we tried to trick you.
You did.
Just get in your fucking gimp
I hate
suit and go
you.
bother Harley Quinn.
I hate you.
Fuck.
All right. Are you two done talking sweet nothings to one another?
He's the one doing all the sweet nothings. I'm getting a chubby because of it. What I want to know, though, Crowley,
That's fucking weird.
if since you've been thinking about me and how I wasn't going to be here, and now you've been like
Let down?
foreplay. No, you've been doing foreplay with me this whole time. If I were to let you suck my tongue, would you be grateful?
No, I wouldn't. No,
No?
but see, that's why I wanted to be Castor Troy. Like, I'm glad you brought that up. That's why I want, because like he's like, if I bought you flowers, no, wait,
No
let me
way.
rephrase that. If I let you suck my tongue, would you be forever grateful? And she's like, and then he sticks it out. She just like goes on it. I'm like, fuck
Oh,
yeah,
my-
like that's what I want.
Dude,
That's
Man,
what I
that
wanna
is
do.
a dedicated agent right there.
FBI, yeah, that's a dedicated
I
FBI
don't,
agent.
like whatever. That's a power move. That's him, like just throwing it out there. And she's like, "Fuck yeah, what do I care? I'll suck your tongue.
what
Whatever."
do I care? I'm going to die here shortly anyway.
But okay, I'm glad you brought that up. This was the first movie that I can remember where the bad guys did bad guy things. Like, look, I have a hostage. Like, stop coming after me. Oh, you're not. Boom, she's dead. There she goes.
Yeah,
Oh, you
everybody
can't,
fucking stops for the body. It's not like one car stops for the body to check on her.
They all do.
And give
Right?
aid if needed. Everybody fucking stops. And then they're instantly back on that fucking jet that could have so gotten away at that point.
Oh, absolutely.
How and first off, how can you tell who is in a plane cockpit? You know,
The
from that
cockpit
far
has
away?
windows.
Yeah, but they were so
windows.
far away, and it's like
Binoculars?
Oh, that's
Zoom on the camera.
There,
script.
zoom.
The script.
Zoom on the camera.
There's lots of different ways you can tell.
Okay.
And then he shoots the pilot. That's what I would do if I were a bad guy and I told the pilot to just take the fuck off.
No,
And
no,
he's
no,
like,
no,
I can't.
no.
It wouldn't
That
matter
is
if
not-
it's his fault or not. I would shoot
That is
him
not
in the
what
head.
you said. That is not what you would do. You would
That
shoot
is.
him after you have told the pilot to fly, bitch.
Whatever. Well, he's dead now. Like Castor Troy does all the things that I would do as a bad guy, except go into a hangar and then stay there and have a shootout. Like, I
Where
wouldn't
else
do
was
that.
he supposed to go? They were on that hangar pretty quick.
Out the back of the hangar? I didn't see police cars fucking going around the back. These are the same cops that stopped for a dead body.
Oh, that's true.
So they're not very bright.
Well, he was a little distracted because his brother just got captured. So
I guess. I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
he wasn't on his game. I guess I don't know.
I don't know, but that whole fight sequence between John Travolta and Nick Cage was lame as shit. Like
Well,
the
I mean,
hand-to-hand stuff.
this was at a time where fight choreography wasn't all that great. I mean, fight choreography didn't really get good until towards the end of the 90s with The Matrix. And then they realized, hey, if we bring in actual martial artists and actually train the actors to look and know how to throw a punch and a kick and do blocks and then design the choreography around that, it looks a hell of a lot better.
Enter the Dragon's so good?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then. I'll buy that for $1. I'll buy it for $2.
I mean, on The Matrix, they trained for months in Kung Fu before they
No,
did.
they didn't.
They uploaded it into his brain. Don't you remember?
exactly.
He went,
Jeez, you weren't there.
I know Kung Fu.
All right, so I have a quabble, and it's just a pet peeve of mine.
Small one.
In casting. Yeah. In casting, when they have two blue-eyed parents, and then they cast a child with brown eyes.
Oh my God. Stop.
Why are you looking into young
Stop.
children's eyes?
You were fucking nitpicking at that
I
point.
know.
Like, I don't even, that's such a silly thing to have a
I
pet
know,
peeve
but
about.
it's just, I see
have a
that, and I'm like,
quabble.
wait, that,
You don't have a problem.
why
You have a
is the
problem.
blonde hair
And you
blue
need-
eyed parents? Why do
You need
they
to see
have an
somebody about it.
African American daughter? That's my quabble.
Like, you should really
Why?
see somebody about that.
I really should.
I don't. Yeah, if that's what bothers you, does it keep you up at night? Like, why did they make that casting decision?
No, it doesn't keep me up at night. It's just something I noticed, and then I'm like, why did they do that?
Other things keep him up at night, like Ace of Base.
No, it doesn't keep me up at night. It just wakes me up in the morning.
Yeah, I don't. That's the kind of stuff I don't care about because I'm there to be entertained. I'm not there to be like talk about genetics. Like, give a fuck. I'm there to be entertained. I don't.
Should we talk about how to look up blood types?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
weird. That was weird as hell. I didn't know
Yeah.
you did blood types by putting it on a slide.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
You do? You can?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's
I thought they
there's
had
re-
a machine that just went blur, and that was it.
Well, she
Holy
put it on a
shit.
slide. They put it in the machine. I don't know if they did. So you can do a blood type on a piece of paper. There's reagents. You can actually get the kits. We did this for Christmas a few years ago, just to do something
Wow.
weird
Your
with
Christmases
the kids.
sound fucking
Yeah.
Your
awesome.
Christmases suck.
You can actually get kits where you
We're a little poor this time,
Hey
folks.
kids, do you want presents or do you want to have your blood? No, your blood type. Blood type, Dad. Okay.
get them presents
Oh.
too, you dick. But no, you
they
take some
did the
blood
ancestry
and you
thing
put it
after
on
that.
on these
Blood type and a spit swab.
The present was you're not going to be able to find out your blood type until in the morning when Santa puts it in your stocking.
We're done.
I
God.
don't know if I am or
You
not.
two fucking suck so much. But yes, you can get a kit. You take a little blood, you figure out the blood type, based on the
Yeah, but
clotting
that's
agent
not-
and then the RH factor.
But that's not a 90s. That's not a 1997 kit.
No, I did this when I was in college back in the early 90s. They had this technology back in the 90s, Rob.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not, yeah. Like, I
Okay,
don't think
but what if-
finding out the blood type is like a technology that needs to be fucking like.
No, I thought it was
doesn't have
really
to be
weird that.
advances.
Yeah, well, I understand that there's other ways to do it. I thought it was really weird that she took the time to put it on a slide, look at it through a microscope, and all that when there's other ways to do it.
Maybe that
And
was
then
what was available
and
to
then
her.
it pops up on the screen and says hemograph results.
Okay, so the hematograph results was not real because that one drop of blood isn't going to give all the information for like cholesterol and glucose that it showed. Although,
I know that.
That
Fucking
dude,
vampires take my shit every 3 months.
Castor Troy is diabetic because it showed that his glycohemoglobin is a lot higher than 6.5%. But
Oh my god!
What was it? I didn't notice.
I didn't either. I just noticed it was a large
shit
fucking
that
number.
You two fucking notice in movies drives me nuts.
Why?
Like, seriously,
if they put it
I
on the
don't know
screen,
how
I'm
you're-
going to look at it.
I don't know how your wives
It
have
takes-
not
it
stabbed
takes
you in
him
your
six-
fucking sleep yet.
Takes
Because
him
if you're
6
telling it
hours
to
to
me-
watch a 2-hour movie
I
because he
know
keeps
you've told
pausing
it to
it
your
to
wife.
read it.
Right. You know,
Did you-
Pastor Troy's diabetic.
Did
I
you
would
see the
stab
file?
you in
Did you
your
read
throat.
the entire file, Jason?
Say what?
Every time, did you read the entire Castor Troy file every time it came up on the screen?
No, I just glanced at it. But I mean, you picked stuff out.
Stab you in your throat.
Well, that's why I don't sleep with you anymore.
I just don't get it. Like, there's a lot of things. Like, if there's a glaring problem with a movie, I will laugh at it. I will point it out. But if someone's fucking diabetic on a goddamn, like, I give a shit. I don't fucking care. Like, those are not details that are pertinent to the story or anything that I need to know. So I don't give a fuck what numbers they throw out there. I don't understand why you're that detail oriented when it comes to, oh my God, her eyes are brown, but both of her parents have blue eyes. They adopted her.
That is just something I've noticed for a long, long time.
It's always bothered him. He looks at all the actors. He goes, "Okay, blue should be. Oh, it's brown, motherfucker."
Well, because they come in on these tight face shots, so you get a good glimpse of the color of their eyes. And then,
Look,
they
Look,
do a
just
tight
get
face
lost.
shot on one of their kids, and it's like these dark brown eyes. And you're like, how the fuck does that work?
Get
don't
lost
look
in
at
the
their
story.
eyes.
Don't get lost in the kids' eyes. Okay,
Right.
Getting lost in children's eyes is creepy. You sick fuck.
Although I will say this, I looked up the actress just to see what else she was in. Whoever played Travolta's daughter.
Donna Monique.
Dude,
Swain.
she's
Dominique.
older. Yeah, she's
Dominique
older than
Swain.
me, and she's still hot.
Oh yeah, she's super hot. Dominique.
I'd
baby.
smack that ass.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, 100%.
Wait. There it is. All right, Frank, you heard him. Get another restraining order coming.
She's hot. What do you want from me? That's what I noticed. I don't give a shit about the eye color. I don't care. None of that shit bothers me. I'm like, yeah, I'd fuck her.
You know she was 17 in this movie, right?
Not anymore. She's not.
Well, no, not anymore.
Okay. Well, when this movie came out, I was
Not 17.
21. Yeah, 21. But I didn't think about it when I was 21.
It
Don't
didn't
think-
matter back then.
It didn't matter back then. I was 21. I was
Not to
I was-
21-year-old Crowley. It didn't matter.
I was busy doing other things when I was 21.
Daydreaming is not a crime. If it was, he would have been locked up
I
a
would
long
be
time
locked
ago.
up a long fucking time ago. No such thing as a thought crime.
Well, there might be
no
in,
such thing as a
Minority
thought crime.
Report. Yeah.
Which is on the list.
Is Minority Report on the
It's
list?
on the
Isn't
list.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Can't wait till I get to that fucking bullshit. Which I'm surprised, Rob, with all the time you had to take shits this week, that we didn't hear about time travel, a paradox-free time travel being possible.
Damn it, dude. I was saving that for next week.
At this point, it's old news.
Well, it might not be.
Well, it is now. I already told everybody.
Yeah, I
So-
know. I was trying to hold back on time travel stuff. I even didn't even mention the fact that they were looking at Tom Cruise as Tony Stark.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my
That's
God, that
dumb.
would have sucked
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
No, that's going to be for the
Alternate universe.
Oh my
alternate
God, no.
universe cameo stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No.
How if they did Tom Cruise from what's that movie where he plays the short, fat, bald guy that yells at everybody?
Oh, what was that movie?
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic
Yeah.
Thunder. That's
Yeah.
it. If he played that character as Tony Stark, done. I'm in.
We can't. Yeah, that movie doesn't hold up anymore because
Yeah, you can't. Well, there's a lot of movies we cover that don't hold up anymore. So
you're not allowed to go full retard anymore.
no.
In blackface.
Yeah, that's
Half
And blackface.
half retard, maybe full retard. No, apparently
no.
Yeah.
And that movie's not even that old.
You never go full retard.
Never, ever.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
just changed it. You never ever go full Rob.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Or never ever go full left-handed.
Yep, or
Left
full
him.
Charlie.
Are we done? Is it time for awards?
Yeah, we're done. You
No.
can leave, Rob.
No, it's not award
Please
time.
go.
It's,
This
All
was
right.
just practice anyway.
yeah, price. Wow. Okay.
James, got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Is 1997's Face Off more sci-fi than 11/22/63?
In this movie, you have magnets on the bottom of boots. You have surgeries, and you've got basically stormtroopers that can't hit the fucking broadside of a barn with a firearm. In 11/22/63, there is at least a fucking closet that takes you back into the past, and then some sort of ethereal doorway that you can find your way back again. So no. 1997's Face Off is not more sci-fi than 11/22/63.
Wow.
And that's saying something.
Wow.
Wow, that
We've
went.
only had that one other time, I think.
Yeah.
Once or
I
twice,
like
maybe.
this movie.
Yeah.
I really like this movie.
Oh, this is
but
a great movie. This is one of my favorites.
it's an action movie. It's not sci-fi.
It's a
There are
sci-fi action movie.
elements. There okay. On what Rob put sci-fi next to this movie? Like, is it on IMDb as sci-fi?
Yes.
Is it in Wikipedia as sci-fi?
Yes.
Then they need to fire that Rob.
It's science
Okay.
fiction just because of the concept of swapping faces. I mean,
But
when,
it's not really
on
science
when
fiction.
it is
Wikipedia-
science fiction by just massaging the face back on another person that attaches the muscles and nerves. That's totally sci-fi.
I eventually will get there, I think.
No, so Wikipedia says that it was an American action film. It doesn't
Thank
say
you.
sci-fi.
And Wikipedia is the holder of all knowledge.
It is the holder of all knowledge,
So it must be right. It's an action movie, not sci-fi.
but IMDb has it as a
I don't-
sci-fi.
Yeah, but they're not the holder of all knowledge, are they? That's just IMD fucking B.
But IMDb is basically the movie.
Look, you can't start making it. No, you can't like finagle. Look, I don't care. There are elements of sci-fi to this movie for sure. And I love this movie. I will watch it again and again and again because I think it's a really good movie. I think it's very well done as an action movie. But to put this in the category of science fiction, I think might be a surgery too far.
Okay.
Search it too far.
Rob, you got a haiku for us?
I do.
Wait.
This
If you thought that we weren't recording today, why do you have a fucking haiku ready?
Mhm.
dude, I whipped this up when I saw you guys were.
Oh, good. I'm glad
in
you
here
said
talking.
up and not another word after whip.
Well, that's what I do after I get done reading news.
Gross.
All right, moving on. This one, oh
I
shit,
need brain bleach.
So, this one is titled "Explosions." Not on purpose.
Why don't you save this for like a Michael Bay movie?
Because, okay, this one is titled Explosions. Ready? Good. Flying leap with guns. Gratuitous flips with guns. 90s movies rock.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
There were so many flip. Dude, the amount of times
It's
it
a
takes
John
you to
Woo
do
movie.
the amount of times it takes you to do a somersault, you could have shot the dude in the ass at least 3 times.
somersaults and like jumping out the side of things.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, it's a
Flying
jungle movie.
leaps.
So you're gonna have leaping gunshots. You're gonna have slow mo. You're gonna have doves. You're gonna have martial arts.
Forever thank John Woo for giving us the Max Payne video games.
Did he do those?
I don't know, but I mean, like bullet time, like the slow mo of somebody jumping outside of cover and shooting, and then things blowing up slowly. Yeah, like this. Like he was. If this movie wasn't the inspiration for the Max Payne video games, I don't know what was.
Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, he's just a master of action movies. I don't think I've seen a really bad John Woo movie. I've seen some really poorly written John Woo movies.
Has John Woo done any sci-fi movies? No. Okay.
Yeah, he did Face Off.
Yeah, that doesn't count. You said action movies.
Well, this is an action science fiction movie.
Fine. No, it's fine.
It's funny
It's
enough
fine.
because for an action movie that isn't sci-fi, it won a Saturn Award for Best Director.
I don't know what a Saturn Award is.
Oh my God.
Sci-fi awards.
It's the Sci-Fi Industry Awards.
Speaking of sci-fi industry awards, is it time for our awards?
It is time for our awards. All right, Rob, who's got your black lung?
Black lung, I'm giving that to Archer's daughter for smoking in bed.
Okay. James?
I'm giving mine to Castor Troy because he took Archer's daughter's smokes and said, Daddy got a brand new bag. Oh.
All right, so I'm giving mine to Castor because he stole that one guard's cigarette and got beat the shit out of, but still got the cigarette. And then asked for a light. I need a light.
I
Yeah.
need a light.
So
great.
Castor is getting my black lung. James, who's got
Well,
your head
that's
less?
actually, isn't that actually Archer as Castor Troy?
That's why I called it Castor.
You didn't catch that in
Archer
the pod
and
crawl?
Castor.
I was
Yeah.
laughing at some of the funny things in the podcast. So I must have missed that. My bad. What are we on? What did you ask me? Which one is this? I don't even know. Head Lush?
Head lush.
Head Lush, I'm giving it to Castor for drinking the water spiked with whatever the fuck it was incestuous brother put in the thing. I mean, he didn't just take a sip.
Yeah,
No,
he downed the whole
no.
fucking thing.
He downed the whole fucking thing as quick as he could.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what was in there.
I gave them both a fucking migraine. Like whatever it was, like they both were grabbing their head, like it hurt really bad. And then all of a sudden, Castor needed a lot of water. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, that happens after you've had a binge. And I meant Karcher, not Castor. So it's Karcher. Karcher is the
Karcher.
one that got my
Karcher.
black lung. So yeah, I said that wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Karcher. But yeah, I mean, after you binge a bunch of drugs, yeah, you're gonna need some water.
Never binged a bunch of drugs.
I mean, that's just what I've heard. So
Okay.
all right, Rob, who's got your head lush?
Yeah, going to the same thing. Archer or Karcher.
Karcher?
For taking the drug cocktail.
So was that water or was that
I don't
vodka
know.
or gin or some
vodka
kind of
or
clear?
gin.
Yeah.
I assumed it was like vodka or gin or something. Yeah.
It was clear, and I didn't.
I figured
see
it
come
was.
out of
I
anything.
figured it was alcohol with whatever pill he broke into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what pill?
I don't. That's why I said whatever pill he broke into it. I don't know. I'm not a druggie. Why don't you ask?
Jason, what pill was it?
There you
Didn't
go.
see. I don't know.
Well, it was of the purple and blue variety. Therefore, it must be.
I mean, it could have been
I was at a Grateful
anything.
Dead concert one day.
It could have been anything. You're not going to be able to identify it at this point with just the fucking.
Well, he wasn't fucking the
capsule
sofa,
color.
so it wasn't ecstasy.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it probably wasn't ecstasy. So yeah, mine's gonna go to Karcher as well for basically the same reason. That was really the only
Three-way.
drinking scene that I saw.
Nope, wrong.
What was the other one?
It was what were you called? What do you call
Aster.
Travolta's? Aster? Yeah, so it was Aster and Eve. God, that's a weird sentence. It was Aster and Eve drinking wine at dinner.
Yep. At dinner.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, but that was, I mean, he just took a sip and yeah. All right, Rob. So who's got your player?
My player is going to go to Castor Troy for having a sex sandwich.
This movie just does weird shit with sex.
Yeah.
Like
It was the 90s.
It was his wife and his, what was it? His mom?
His
No,
wife and his sister. Yeah.
Wife and his
Yeah.
sister. Yeah.
Fuck. Just weird shit.
Is that weird?
I don't like, yeah.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's your wife, if it's somebody's wife and sister, I don't know. Whatever.
That's weird.
I don't know. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying.
Rob?
What?
Oh,
yeah, no, I've
James?
already answered.
I already answered.
Yeah, mine
I'm
goes
confused.
to Pastor Troy, like for everything, for the tongue sucking, for the fucking, like for fucking
Slapping
Gina
ass,
Gershon,
yeah.
slapping ass, for fucking the sex sandwich, all of it. Castor Troy, like hands down. No, certainly not going to Eve. Sounds like she was a little frigid. So,
Oh, yeah. I think Archer and Eve were both kind of, pretty standard missionary style couple. Which,
okay,
hey,
I don't want to picture John Travolta. Look, number one, Eve's not very attractive. I'm sorry. Like, she's a handsome woman, but I wouldn't. I mean, I would kick her out of bed for eating crackers, especially if Crackers was my dog. And I don't. Travolta.
you wouldn't kick him out?
No, I don't. I wouldn't talk to him. He wouldn't even be in the house. He wouldn't even be in the fucking
He's
neighborhood.
weird. He's
Yeah,
a weird
no.
dude. No.
All right, yeah, mine's going to Castor Troy too, because yeah, he was just a sex maniac. Loved it. Grabbing ass. Three
Sex sandwiches.
Oh, and he nailed Archer's wife too. So
Oh yeah, he did, and I don't know why.
Because he could.
I guess
you don't think Joan Allen is attractive?
I said she's a handsome woman, but I don't know. No. And then when like John Woo fucking had the shot of her butt, I'm like, it's flat.
It's flat.
Like, what are we fucking doing here, Woo? Like, why is there a gratuitous shot? Like, yeah, we got that he was looking at her ass. You didn't have to show it to us. And number one, it wasn't that great.
John Woo wanted Joan Allen for that role. In fact, he
Who?
fought for it.
Who is that who played her?
Yeah, Joan Allen.
Okay, look, John.
Oh,
In the late
goodness.
90s, there were a lot of different actresses that you could have got for this role that would have been more attractive. I think she did a great job in the role. Absolutely. And I get you were trying to go for somebody who looks like maybe a little bit uptight. Like maybe who am I thinking of here? What was the chick lawyer's name in the OJ trial?
Oh, Sarah Paulson.
No, not Sarah Paulson in the OJ trial. With
Oh,
curly hair
in the
first.
actual trial.
Yeah.
Oh, who?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know who.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. But that very uptight business, always business. Like I get that that's what you're trying to go for, and this actress certainly did that. But come on, man, come on. There's somebody
Marcia
else.
Rachel Clark.
Marsha Clark.
Marsha Clark.
You-
Marcia.
Jesus
Marcia.
Christ, you're such a fucking Rob. What fuck?
It's been a long freaking day.
Marcia Clark. Everybody.
It's been a very long day.
Who the fuck is Marcia Clark?
Marcia Rachel Clark.
Marsha.
No, that could be Marcia if she's Hispanic.
It's not Marcia.
You don't
I
know.
don't even know if that's a fucking word.
You don't know.
I'm fairly confident no one has named their daughter Marcia.
Okay, where are we at?
Purple
James,
hippo.
who's got your purple hippo?
Marcia. I'm giving it to Marcia. No, my purple hippo goes to Karcher.
Karcher.
That's your call. Yeah. So like when his face first gets on, that's the reaction. You're just completely out of your head. You don't know who the fuck you are anymore. Reality is now upside down. Everything is fucked. Yeah. Karcher.
All right, Rob.
So I think Crowley was looking at all my notes because I did the same one when he saw his new face. But you could also say, when he was drugged out of his mind and he was like, I'm not me, I'm me, or whatever. He was tripping balls.
Troy!
Yeah.
I'm Castor Troy!
Or there's also during the fight, you know, when he was like trying to get into it and crying at the same time.
I'll tell you what, I want to see a sequel to this where it's a woman, like they're getting their faces swapped and she's going, I'm Marcia Clark! I'm Marcia Clark! That's what I want to see.
All right, mine's going to go to Karcher as well because he did kind of freak out several times whenever he looked at himself in the mirror and saw Castor Troy, especially after he, you know, came off of that, or when he was high as a fucking kite in the bathroom and then saw him and almost shot the mirror. Yeah, he was definitely having some fucking trippy experiences.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what should we do next week?
There isn't a next week again, Rob, so don't worry about it. Don't show up.
You can't. No. Joke's over, dude.
It was
I
worth
know
a
it.
try.
Yeah.
All right, so next week we are going to start our review of the first season of The Mandalorian and run up to the second season of The Mandalorian, which comes out in October. So we're going to discuss the travails of a lone
is
bounty
it
hunter.
for sure?
Yes, it
Yes.
is for sure coming out.
Well,
Yes,
I mean,
one
they
of-
keep, you know, doing stuff.
Yes.
Postponing.
Could you pull a Pedro Pascal for me and just refuse to come to set, Rob?
Oh, I didn't
somebody-
refuse to come to set. I'm still
I'm
part
asking
of
if
it.
you could.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking if
No.
you could, so we could
No,
get
no.
somebody to come in and do a voiceover.
No, I'll
Someone
voice,
who can, I don't know,
I'll
read
voice
the
over
word
myself.
Marsha.
So next week we're going to discuss the series where the travels of a lone bounty hunter in the outer reaches of the galaxy, far from the authority of the New Republic. It stars your favorite masked bounty hunter because he's much, much better than fucking Boba Fett, and the child, the little baby Yoda. So we'll be doing the first season of The Mandalorian, then we'll do the second season of The Mandalorian as it comes out.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. I really
love the show. I think-
want to see how The Mandalorian is aged because we haven't watched it for close to a year now. And I want to see if it's as good as I remember it. If I maybe had, you know, I really want this Star Wars series to be good goggles on, or if it was actually good.
All right, that's fair. Are we doing one episode at a time, or are we doing two at a time? How are we doing the series?
For the first week or the first season, we'll do 2 at a time.
Okay. So we watched the first 2 episodes.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll be discussing the first 2 episodes next week.
Or if you're reading it, Rob, it's 12. We're doing the first 12 episodes.
I think he left.
Is that all it took?
No, I'm here.
Oh, damn it.
All right, well, that's all we've got for this week. Our intro and outro music is Welcome Home by Cambo. Podcrawl music is Snack Mix by Machette. If you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes. You can leave us feedback on our Discord channel at smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Discord, on Twitter at @status_podcast, or you can email us at smokinganddrinkinginspace@outlook.com. If you'd like to throw a few nickels our way, you can become a Patreon supporter by going to smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Patreon. And be sure to visit Creative Brain Candy for more great shows and other creative works at creativebraincandy.com. For this week, I'm Jason.
Why were all sketchy surgeries done at night?
Because that's when
I don't know.
sketchy surgeries are done, Rob.
Apparently.
I'm going to get you hooked on phonics for Christmas, Rob. But you've got to use it because I don't want another Marcia incident.
We'll talk to you next week.